Good morning, all. And this is Debbie Peter, and thanks again for joining me on Heart and Soul. Um, Yesterday, I posted a note on my video thanking everyone for the encouragement that I have been receiving. The encouraging words are phenomenal. The likes, the shares just validate that I'm on the right path. And I wanted to share something with you as well that also validates the same thing for me. Tara Ellison, a dear friend of mine, um, emailed me last weekend, the 14th, and insisted that I really take a look at the reading that Colette Baron-Reid had done on that day. She and I had the opportunity to spend some time together on the Friday night, and I had discussed various things with her and openly talked about some of the things that were going on with myself. And she felt that this reading was really me, for lack of a better word. So the first card that was pulled by Colette Baron-Reid, and please keep in mind that her cards are a little unique. All of them have a number on them, and it does matter whether or not they are reversed. In her guidebook that she gives, there's specific information, specific direction given if a card is reversed. So the first card that was picked in her reading was Wizard of Awareness. And this is a man who is appearing very wise, the long gray hair, the tunic, the staff in hand. He's in the thinking pose of the thinker. There's the fractal spirals in the background indicating that it's on a very deep, higher self soul level that this awareness, that this pondering is occurring. And the number 3 speaks specifically to the ascended masters. So again, on a higher soul-based level. The second card that was picked was Follow the Leader, number 40 out of the deck. And it is Follow the Leader, which is reversed. And so when a reverse card comes up, it speaks specifically to the opposite of what this card would be if it was upright. And the final card is card number 16, which is Rescue. So when I looked at these cards, now keep in mind that this reading occurred on the 14th of January, which was a Saturday past. And today is over a week later, on January the 23rd, that I actually took a look at the card, or sorry, 22nd, I guess it is today, that I actually took a look at this reading. So the Wizard, I talked pretty specifically on. The Rescue, number 7, the 16, pertains to positive thoughts, thinking only of your desires, and having the necessary skills, knowledge, wisdom, tools to do what it is you need to do. Together, they make a 7, which indicates being on the right path. Rescue specifically pertains to having everything you need to feel safe and secure. When you are rescued or somebody comes to your rescue, they are providing exactly what it is you need to be safe and secure, to be doing what it is you are doing. Follow the Leader being reverse is all about doing the opposite. It's taking the lead. It's stepping forward. It's having the courage to be the leader, to take that first step. It's that push to go ahead and do something, step out of your comfort zone, put that whole foot in the water instead of merely just dipping the toe in. Now, in each one of these cards, there's a message or a quote, if you like, that goes along with each one of the cards. So the Wisdom of Awareness, the quote that accompanies that is, your soul knows best. Be still and observe. The follow the leader is every life is a teaching tool for others. Your authenticity and honesty are an example to those around you. And number 16 is the rescue card. And that pertains, or the quote for it is, you are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. So these were a wonderful validation for me. Yesterday, as I said, I had posted on the video thanking everyone for their support. So I have been given what it is that I required to feel safe and secure in taking the step to do these video posts. I have stepped out of my comfort zone and I have taken that step, that first step, having the courage to do something that I would probably otherwise and have for some time pushed aside and ignored. And this all came about from connecting with messages on that soul level, tuning into the conversation with my soul, trusting that my soul knows best, and doing that through stillness and observation. I will post these cards. I've got a picture of them. I will post them for anybody who also feels that they really spoke to them, and you can do what you feel you need to do with them at that time. So to connect again, let's do that vital force energy breath. Feet firmly planted, whether you're laying, sitting, or standing. One hand on the navel, one hand on the heart center. In through the nose. And release. In through the nose. Hold. Release. In through the nose. Hold. Release. Remember, if you're not quite grounded, if your feet feel floaty, that feeling of being cemented has not yet quite reached you, do a few more breaths. In through the nose. Hold. And release. Now, as promised today, I'm going to do a check-in for everyone on a collective basis as to the releasing process that you have undertaken during the time of the full moon. The spread is called the Waning Moon Tarot Spread. I use oracle cards. I also use tarot oracle cards, angel cards. So it doesn't matter what cards you use to do a spread like this. What's important is the message that's being sent through the cards. The cards act as a vehicle for which your soul can communicate with you, and it's important to engage a conversation. So none of these cards are isolated. They are all working together, and you will see that through the message that these cards are giving today, that they also are in alignment with the messages that have been coming up collectively all this week, the cards that I have drawn. So the first card that comes up pertains to what's holding us back. What is it that is disallowing us from moving forward, from releasing the things that are necessary for us to remove at this time that no longer serve us, whether it be foods, whether it be situations, people, emotions? What is it? And the card that comes up is lightning, power. This pertains specifically to our perception again, our perceptions of empowerment, use of power. What do we deem as being powerful? Yesterday, when I showed the picture in terms of perception, there were some interesting comments, and I absolutely love them. Many of you on an actual just simple visual perspective saw either an old woman, almost witch-like, or a very beautiful young woman, kind of an elite status. As you look at the picture, sometimes that image would flip back and forth for you. And if you look at that picture from moment to moment, from day to day, it is a really good guide, if you like, of where you're sitting. Now, I had one person who, to me, has a phenomenal intuitive side. And the message from him was, what is old will be new, what is new will be old. So it's continually that transferring back and forth. Again, keeping in mind there's no judgment as to what you see or how you view it, because your perceptions are coming from a soul level. And it's important for you to pay attention to how you're perceiving at various times. So this perception of power is what's holding us back. How we are perceiving power, whether we are perceiving it as destructive, as constructive, whether we're perceiving it as empowerment or disempowerment. So the perception is huge, and that's what is causing us issues from moving forward to release what it is we need to release. The second card is, what must we accept? And it is from Colette Baron-Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle. It is card number 6, and it states very simply, not for you. There are things that that may seem to be beyond our grasp. We have ideals, we have expectations, we have desires that we feel that we should be in a certain place, doing a certain thing. Maybe we feel we're spinning our wheels. A lot of that is because those are expectations that we are placing out there. And instead of accepting that things are exactly as they are meant to be at a particular time, that everything is in divine alignment, that everything, all that we do, everything that we are directed towards is meant for us to live our full divinity on this existence, on this planet. We tend to get caught up with expectations that are unaligned with that. So very important that we pay attention to the fact that that acceptance is vital. It's absolutely imperative for us to move forward in this situation of releasing. What do we need to let go of in order to do this? Be true to myself. And this has been a common theme through the last few days. The affirmation I'm going to read to you, I will post this again, but the affirmation reads very simply: today I will honor, cherish, and love myself. When I get confused about what to do, I just have to remember that I need to be true to myself. I will break free of the hold that others and their expectations have on me. It's also about the expectations that you hold for yourself. Okay? So breaking free, letting go of that. The healing is the next card. So what needs to be nurtured or healed in this situation in order for us to be able to move forward in the releasing process? And it is rise above problems. Rising above problems pertains to our perception on it. When we are in the middle of a situation, we have a very subjective view because we are directly involved in it. If we can remove ourselves subjectively and see the situation from an observer's point of view, our perspective starts to change. We start to see two sides. We start to see the situation through the eyes of compassion, through the eyes of unconditional love, and through the eyes of non-judgment. So again, our perception on how we perceive things is where the healing needs to occur. What wisdom do we need to gain through all of this? And this is a reverse card of go with the flow. Now, although this deck has no preference whether the card is right side up or upside down, this card speaks specifically to our inability to go with the flow and the wisdom gained by allowing things to just happen the way they're meant to happen. We often feel that we need to intercede, that we need to intercept the natural flow of our lives, of things that are occurring. We feel the need to control. Without control, we feel like we are at a loss. So that's the wisdom that needs to come from this lesson at this time, is it's very important to go with the flow, let things happen the way they're meant to happen. And what we gain from this, actually two cards came out of this. The first card is listen, and the second card is nature. I'm going to turn them like this. That's better. So the first card pertains to once the releasing has occurred and we're able to remove those things that we had set in motion at the time of the full moon, our ability to listen, our ability to hear the messages that are there, that are directing, that are guiding us, that are leading us in that direction to fulfill our divine nature, will be better heard by us. And the end result that we can expect from all of that is the same aspects that we would receive from nature itself. Nature is a natural healing entity. It provides healing on a mind, body, soul level. So from this releasing ability, healing will be what we can expect on all levels. Thank you for today. If anybody has any questions on this reading, if anything was confusing, or if you would like clarity on anything, please feel free to either comment on this video, send me a message through Northern Lights Holistic Health and Healing Space page, or you can email me at Northern Lights Holistic Health and Healing at Gmail. Sorry, my mistake. Or you can email me at northernlightsholistichealth@gmail.com. All right. Thank you so much for today. Thank you so much for allowing me to share these messages with you. You have a wonderful Sunday, and I wish you a very blessed week filled with love, laughter, and light. Namaste.